morning, my friends. Welcome to Recovery with Patrick. Let's have a cup of coffee and let's talk about what we let in, right? Um, Mostly joy and happiness and love. If you think about it, substances numb us out, right? From pain, from grief, from loss, right? But you know what else it also locks out? It locks out laughter, sunsets, music, joy, real connection, real love, right? Because it numbs everything out, right? So one of the difficult things in early recovery is feeling all of these emotions for the first time, difficult ones. But we don't talk enough or focus enough on letting in the joy and the love. So I'll tell a story about an individual I knew that years ago grew up very difficult circumstance. From the time he was 12, he had to protect his younger sister. Grew up in a trap house. Didn't have any money. They had to steal for clothes and food. Very, very difficult. So he grew up and he learned how to protect himself, not just physically, but with this bubble of hostility around him, right? And very difficult, very angry, just real prickly. So it works, right? Most people is like, that guy's such a prick. I don't want to deal with him, right? I'm going to leave him alone. And it works in that way. But the one thing it leaves out too is you're not able to have real connection and real love and real support and solid, deep relationships and friendships if you have this bubble of hostility in front of you, right? So he finally figured it out. And real quick, I'll tell you my heart about jumped out of my chest. So real reactive guy, right? If you poked him, he was poking back real hard, without hesitation, right? Just one of those guys. And we had been working together for a while and we had addressed this and slowly we were making progress. And he came in one day and he said, I think I had a real breakthrough today. And I said, really, what happened? And he said, the light had changed and I couldn't go, right? So the guy behind me started honking the horn. And he bumped my truck, right? He bumped it. And I said, I'm thinking to myself, holy smokes, right? I said, what happened? He goes, I stayed in the truck, right? It's these kind of moments that are just huge, huge breakthroughs. So have a great day, my friends. Be good to you